Hi everyone, I hope that you are doing fabulous. Thanks for joining for just a little reading. If you are returning, welcome back. If you're new, welcome to my channel. It's just a very intense channel. You'll just learn me as we go. I'm not church or religious, but I could come across really heavy that way towards you. I'm free spiritually. Obviously, you're spiritual, or you wouldn't be tuned into a tarot reading. It's a very spiritual thing, and because it is wrapped up in the living language itself, which is part of my heritage, and so we honor the scripture here. And so if you stay, you stay. If you don't, I guess you don't. But it gets real intense. We look at a lot of criminal activity, moral law. We just let the great divine of the universe, which is Jehovah, the maker of heaven and earth. He is the great Yeshua, the Hamashiach. I kissed his son who came and walked among us in the flesh. And we just let him talk. We just let him bring out whatever he wants to, because his eyes go to and fro in the earth. And he just reveals some things to us. He also hides things as well. But in everything there is a season, and some things are coming to the surface, because everything in the dark will come to the light, like he says. And so we just allow everything that's been hidden to come up and deal with it. So you either will deal with it in an upright fashion, or you won't, and I guess you'll have to just deal with the great one, I guess. He's no respecter of person to any of us. He loves at all times, but if there is a stipulation to his love, and that is to walk in his upright, righteous laws, and to love him with everything in you, and then to be kind and gentle and do good business with other people and stuff like that. We violate that, then there's consequences on that kind of stuff. And so anyway, that's kind of what my channel's about. Welcome if you stay. If you don't, then you were supposed to go away and find your place wherever you're supposed to be in the earth. All right, people. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, and all of that. Jehovah, I just thank you for your presence. Just come on in here and prophesy a thing by way of Yeshua. I just thank you so much. Jehovah's going to supply your need today. You just need to trust him, whatever that is. If you just need your heart to be lifted up, or if you need a real need to be met, like a bill or something like that, he will come through for you. If you just set your love upon him, he will come through for you. Jehovah, what else do you want to bring out here? You are the lifter of our head. I just thank you. I just thank you so much for being so magnificent, meeting us right where we're at, being gentle with us, showing us the way. Jehovah, rebuke every foul, wicked, dark energy right here, right now, and shove it down to the pit. What do you want to bring out here? There's music here. Well, we have projects and stuff in one of my other reading, and Jehovah ain't going to shut up and tell it until it's dealt with. And you're sick of hearing about the music and the songs and the projects, well, then go ahead and click off. But Jehovah's not, he's going to just keep pounding it and pounding it and pounding it and pounding it and pounding it until the right thing is done about it. And some people has taken music from other people's heart and just really just torn their whole freaking world apart because of their own selfish, wicked ways and everything else. And so anyway, there's music, or maybe you just play music and Jehovah's just going to address something for you, and you're just in need, and you just, yeah, well, there's anyway, he's going to supply your needs. There's someone talented is here, okay, where music is concerned. And then we have Proverbs 24, and it says, he that says unto the wicked, you are righteous, him shall the people curse. Nations shall abhor him. But to them that rebuke him shall be delight. And a good blessing shall come upon him. So look, people, we've had people steal some stupidness. We're dealing with a crazy person, and people just sit there, and a bunch of people know about some stuff. And we got people here that are calling some wicked person, oh, you're okay, you're acceptable, you're righteous, yeah. And it's bringing a curse. And nations are involved in this thing. And Jehovah was addressing nations yesterday and brought out the asteroid stuff. Look, people, it's time to get up and rebuke the person that deserves to be rebuked for what they freaking did. Don't care how talented somebody is. If they stole something, they stole something. If they lie and they get up there and they're up on their little stage and people go, oh, you're so great, and they're wicked, that's an abomination to Jehovah. That is an abomination. They put somebody out. Somebody's been put out. And people do know that. And shame on the people that know about this wicked person. You're going to bring curse on a bunch more people than what's involved. And I wouldn't want to have that kind of bloodshed on my hands. That's crazy. I heard Jehovah say yesterday, depart from me because I never knew you. And you don't want to hear that from the Great One, people. You just don't. That's craziness. Well, thank you, Jehovah. Some people took other talented people's stuff and called it their own. There's a baby that's involved in something where somebody's just a big fat baby because some people don't want to take no for an answer. Jehovah was bringing that out yesterday. Help from your family is here. Jehovah brought soulmates out and some things on my other reading today about calling somebody and forgiving, and somebody was at a crossroad. You're either going to prove that you're wicked or you're going to prove that you're a righteous person. You're going to get up and do the right thing. There's only two ways that it can go, people. So wisdom says, her fruit is better than gold, and my revenue than choice silver. I lead in the paths of righteousness and paths of judgment. I cause those who love me to inherit substance and will fill their treasures. So do you love wisdom? Because King Solomon chose wisdom, and when he got wisdom, he got all the rest with it. Okay? So at the bottom of the deck, all your ways, all the ways of man are clean in his own eyes. Remember, we've seen the Fool there. If you missed the Cardinal-FIXED-MUTABLE sign readings that are going to go through the 1st of May, they're down below. We've seen the Fool there in the fixed sign where the sun's at right now, and everybody's under the sun. And somebody just couldn't get out of the freaking vomit because they're dealing with somebody who's crazy, because somebody over here has done something and has accepted some wicked person, and they're abhorred. The nations are abhorring somebody who's allowed such a thing. But Jehovah's saying that I'll supply your need if you get up and do the right thing. I'll bless you if you will rebuke the person who needs to be freaking rebuked, and stop acting like a freaking baby, because we have a ditch that came out today. We have a whore. We have a bad whore that thinks that they can just pull out their little fishy fish and do something and think that that's okay. And what they're doing is they're preying on people, and they're causing other people to go into their frickish ditch, and nations are abhorring somebody anyway, because somebody is a fool and they think that, well, that my way's clean. And Jehovah says that all the ways of man are clean in his own eyes, but Jehovah weighs those spirits within people. It says to commit your works unto Jehovah, and your thoughts shall be established. Yeah, you won't be sitting here going, oh, you're righteous when the person's not. You will be sound in your thoughts, and Jehovah will bring blessing if you do the right thing. I wouldn't want nations to be looking and saying, you're crazy, you're nuts, and we abhor you. As somebody is. Somebody really is. Somebody really is. Somebody needs to be rebuked. The righteous are as bold as lions. They'll get up and they will roar for uprightness' sake. And you will be blessed for doing that. It'll be wisdom to you. So yeah, we are dealing with somebody who's really in their mind. Well, and the people going, we know you're crazy, but you're okay. It's okay. It's okay. We'll call you righteous. No, that's a crazy person that's involved in some stupid. Okay, there's a crazy person. There's a baby involved in something, and somebody didn't want somebody to know that they got somebody pregnant, and out of that deal, stupidness came out of it. Stupidness came out of it. So, investments. This is abandoned success. Somebody abandoned something that would have been successful, and I guess they did because they got into some crazy mess. There's anxiety here showing up. This is walking away, though, to do the right thing, to go get your 9 of Cups, okay? Oh, there's the 9th cup right there. It was at the bottom of the deck with this. And actually, so we do have a baby here. This is a pregnancy. This was in the past position in my second reading today with the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles was in my first reading. And somebody's sitting there plotting some stupidness. That just had been plotting some stupidness. Give me a couple more. So the other cup wants to come out. This is the Knight in shining armor. This is also the law. Okay, it's the law. Somebody need to get up and where legal matters are concerned, because somebody was guilty, there was prison there, in my daily reading as well. Somebody's thrown somebody out or is feeling insecure because they were thrown out or because they did throw somebody out. They went crazy. And somebody walked away from something that would have been successful and something stupid happened and they made some type of a lie because it got somebody pregnant and then they didn't want that information known, so they threw somebody out or many people out that's involved in some stupidness and was real creative in what they did. Show me the 9 of Swords. It says, help your family. Help your family. How dare you abandon your family just because so-and-so's crazy. That's cruelty. Somebody's in a big fix here, man. Show me the 9 of Swords here, please. Justice. Well, somebody does. They know that somebody's got some type of scales over their head. That's why they keep plotting and plotting and plotting. So again, you know, he that says unto the wicked that you're righteous, him shall the people curse, and nations shall abhor him. But him that rebuke, and this would be a rebuking energy out here because it's a judgment for uprightness where the truth is concerned. There's a death here as well, because that's 10 swords. Okay, and somebody was also dealing with a whore, like I said, and somebody got pregnant because some type of generosity or bribe was there today. Somebody need to go jail and to rebuke some stupid fool that's done some stupid. Okay, where music or this talented person, whatever the crap they are, it's put somebody out in need. They think they're clean in their own eyes. They're not. There's a nutcase here. Yeah, there's that fishy fish. It's third time now it's shown itself. Somebody is known to think that their little fish can get them somewhere, and to be real creative and to not take no for an answer. And it's just unconditional love. Well, there is conditions to love, people. If you don't love Jehovah, there's a condition to that. Okay, there's only 2 roads, but he loves you enough to give you free will. He don't want robots. He wants you to choose the right way, but he gives you the choice to choose the other way, because he tests his word and he wants to see what he's created. If it don't work out, I guess it don't work out. Just like anybody who invents something, if it's no good, you throw it away. Okay, and he's no respecter of person. You're either gonna get up, even if something's surprising about what needs to be said, and to rebuke somebody who is a fool, and walk in the ways of the upright Elohim, how he tells us to, and be blessed, or there's consequence on this. There is. Okay, if somebody's child is here, obviously you're going to love your child, even if they lost their soul. It's grieving. It is what it is, but they become an enemy. The people, if they don't love the great one. And as hard as that is, I guess, you'll either accept it or you won't. You'll either choose to love truth regardless how bad truth hurts, or you just none of Jehovah's and get away from me. I never knew you, he says, because somebody's wicked out here and is accepting some wicked person who's done something. Okay? Anyway, we got justice out here. And somebody is guilty and they need to go to jail for what they've done. Show me the 8 of Cups. Yes, there is eternity out. There's death out here, like I said. This is about also returning and getting balanced. And it's a forgiveness card in the Hebrew. It's a sperm, the pictograph of the sperms. We have a baby over here. And this heirs to kingdoms. A prophet is also here. This is being stretched out. The river is here as well. There's inheritances with this card, and also can go back to a fish. There is also money and travel and authority can go back to this house, and there's spiritual teachers and stuff like that here. But there is eternity here. Again, something very spiritual is here, but somebody's trying to catch somebody up in a net. Okay, and this is a judge. Put a judgment on the filthiness, people. Don't care who they are, where they sit, even if they're in the law. I mean, people are looking at, or will look at, or already has, however this energy is going to flow. Because today's a new day. Somebody's going to be presented with some stupid. If you don't judge right, people, you're in a big fat mess. There's filthiness here. We already know somebody's been trying to catch somebody up and store them down in clay. And for some people, they've already done it because of some baby situation or something like that. This is a husband here as well. Show me the knight in the shining armor. Show me this Knight of Cups. sexual matters, a baby. The torch just keeps coming out. And look, on my other reading today, that came out, and I mentioned the torch in the rune, and when I took a rune, the torch came out. It just keeps coming out. It's the K or the C, or it looks like the V, the viper, the stupidness. So we deal with somebody who's crazy. Yes, it's time to make a decision. It's time to flip that thing around and to get out of the stupid, crazy mode. And somebody's X'd out. Somebody got the mark on them. There's going to be a justice assured. There will be, because Jehovah will make sure somebody's dealing with somebody that they work with, because the Eight of Pentacles also keeps coming out as well. So, anyway, wisdom says that her fruit is better than gold, and her revenue better than choice silver. Wisdom leads in the paths of righteousness. If you don't walk in righteousness, you're dumb, you're stupid, you're crazy, you're X'd out. There were two paths there being chosen. My first reading. What path are you going to choose? Because if you choose the right path, Jehovah says, I will supply your need, and wisdom will bring you substance and treasure with it. Okay? But the love of money is the root of all evil. You got to love Jehovah more than anything, and he'll supply everything else. So somebody has overheard something that was said in a matter. Okay, that can be positive or negative. What Jehovah's saying to judge something out here. The curse of Jehovah is in the house of the wicked, but he blesses the habitation of the just. Surely he scorns the scorners, but he gives grace to the lowly. What are you going to do today? There is a choice today. You're going to accept a crazy person and go crazy yourself and fall in a ditch. Some people will. So somebody's feeling weighed down. You will be set free if you do the right thing. You really will. This is security and stability and occupation and training and feeling weighed down. It is a burden to somebody, because somebody's burdened here because they know what's happened. They know that there's been death issues here. They know about the baby. They know about the deception and the things that have happened in the night, and the hunting and chasing and laying down in ambush in the Hebrew of the moon. They know about this is about fear for some people, but you're not supposed to be led forth by fear. Somebody needs help. If you really love somebody, you will help your family, especially if they got a mental disease, people, because somebody does. There's the dog out here. We also know somebody's done something with an animal. The animal came out in the Cardinal-FIXED-MUTABLE sign readings, and a couple days prior to that, I did a reading, and somebody got caught doing some stupid with an animal, and they lost. And the scripture says, people that do things with animals like that, they get a line of confusion on them. So somebody's done some type of nasty thing with an animal. This is also somebody's friend. This is a yes card in this deck. This is also about being loyal. This is about a companion, being trustworthy and honest and feeling satisfied and happy with this. In the negative of this can go to the Jezebel spirit in the scripture, where the dogs attacked that controlling energy. We do know somebody's tried to control somebody. We absolutely know it. They've stolen some stuff. They've buried it. They've caused a mess. They've killed for some stupid. And they went crazy over the deal. And Jezebel has to be put down now. It's just time for her to go away now. Okay? Anyway, I don't care. And you shouldn't care either. We need to be like our Father in heaven and not be biased. This house right here can go back to being biased to something. There will be a for sure legal victory over some crazy kook and the whole freaking group. Got two runes that came up. The PD. Well, we got the police here as well. We got the law here as well. All right, well, let's hear. We got a law card here. But this is dice box. This goes back to diplomacy and the ability to take control of a situation. And there's protection assured here. Well, we got protection here as well. This should be protection. Somebody needs to go into protection because Jehovah said so. This is some type of winnings from some type of gambling. Something happened and somebody took some type of gamble on something. I guess they did. But the letter P is here. Also, the cup is here. And the cup can be the Ace of Cups. Goes back to a baby as well. And also somebody got poisoned out of some deal as well with the cup. because Jehovah was bringing that through my spirit. The PD in the Hebrew represents a redemption. This is a returning forgiveness to help your family, to do something right, to quit accepting wickedness and calling it, calling something good evil and evil good. That's wickedness in the eyes of Jehovah. And to push good people out and to just watch them go through hardship like that. I know the person who did that needs to pay for what they did. There will be justice. This goes back to the letter D. Obviously, this is the light, and somebody's light needs to be turned on because somebody else's light has went out because Jehovah says, I don't even know you anymore. Somebody's missed their time to repent for something, and they just lost their ever-loving freaking soul. It's a shame. It really grieves me. This goes back to somebody plotted something. Well, they did. And the next 24 hours, we had the Two of Wands there. Somebody's plotting something. How do I escape this? How do I get away? You ain't gonna get. The only way you get away is going down the road of righteousness and letting Jehovah supply whatever needs to happen within that matter. Okay, but somebody's already lost their soul. They will automatically just go down the ditch. They just will. This is a new beginning, a new cycle of something, and this is also a fortune energy. This is a fortune card as well. Within a matter. All right, people, well, this is what is coming out. You don't want the curse to abide on your house. You want the blessing to, okay? Because he's going to scorn the scorners. Until next time, shalom.